Hi, welcome to A Creative Homes podcast. My name is Hege. I'm coming to you from Norway, and today it's Monday, August the 3rd of 2015. And first of all, I would like to welcome new and returning viewers. It's very nice that you want to follow my podcast. And it's been quite some time since my last podcast now, and the reason for it is just that throughout June I did almost no knitting or anything crafty at all, and when July came we started vacation, and with the house full of kids and husband and everything, there's really no room for me to record. And my son is very naggy on me when he is at home. If he is hungry or thirsty or anything, it's me he comes to. So yeah, it would just have been a lot of interruption and stuff like that. So yeah, so finally I am back, and it's very good to be back, and I hope that I still have some viewers, even though it's been not quite some time since my last time. So yeah, so I have quite a lot to show you this time, since there's been so long since my last podcast. I have some stashing, I have some finished projects, I have some new projects, and yeah, a little bit of everything. So I will get into it very soon. So first of all, I would like to just tell a little life story from our vacation and stuff like that, since it's been, yeah, it's quite a lot happened this past month. So yeah, we're just going to start. So vacation, we have been to Langesund. It's a hotel where the kids can play, and there are swimming pools, and yeah, a very nice place to be with kids. We were there the first weekend in our vacation, and Iselin was at my parents' house. We didn't take her along since she is so little. We figured out that it would be better if she stayed with her grandparents, so that we don't need to watch over her all the time, and yeah, stuff like that. And the other reason is that then our son would get our full yeah, he would have us all to himself, and he really needs that from time to time. So yeah, because his little sister is getting a bit more attention than he is, since she is so small. So yeah, it was very nice for all of us actually to just not have her there. So it was me, my husband, our son who is 4, and my husband's son that is 11. So we had very much fun, and yeah, a lot of bathing, and the kids got their face painted on the evening. Thomas wanted to be Spider-Man, of course, and Christopher got some skeleton paint in his face. He looked really scary. I'm going to post a picture of it at the end of my podcast, and you can see it. It's very cool. So yeah, and for the rest of our vacation we have just stayed at home. We have painted the house, so yeah. And of course, when we are going to paint the house, the weather is all other than nice. So every time that Yngve, my husband, went out to start painting the house, it would just start raining, so we aren't finished yet. And yeah, need to be finished soon. So it's not easy when it's just raining all the time. So that's our vacation, the 3 weeks that we had. Me and the kids, my kids, had 1 more week. And then my stepsons went over to their mother and was going to stay there for 3 weeks. They are still there. They are coming back this Sunday. And since my husband started working again, I figured out that me and the kids was going to go to my parents' cabin. So we went there on Monday last week. Yeah. And I went home on Thursday so that I can take Yngve with me up again on Friday. The plan was that I was going home alone on Thursday, that both the kids was going to stay on a cabin with their grandparents, but Iselin is a bit... Yeah, she's not very easy on the evenings. She falls to sleep very easy, but she's only sleeping like an hour or 2, and then she is just crying and wants to get out again, up again. And yeah, she can then stay up until about 11, 12, and yeah, about there. And yeah, so my mother didn't want to have her alone at the cabin, so that's okay. So she went home with me. And for Thomas that was very nice, because then he had the whole Friday with just his grandma all by himself, because it really is hard for a boy on 4 years to suddenly have to share both mother, father, grandparents, everything with another human being, especially since she is so small, so she needs a lot of attention. So yeah, he really enjoys when he can be alone with us and with his grandparents. So yeah, so we stayed there for a week, and the plan was that when we were going home from the cabin, Thomas was going to quit with his Pacify, and it went very well actually. I'm just amazed how well it went. He and Grandma decided that they were going to put it in the bird case that is outside, so that the bird can come and get it for her babies. And yeah, he put it in there and was so proud and ran down to Grandpa to show pictures of him putting it in there and stuff like that. So, and the first night went very well. He didn't even ask for it. But on Monday kindergarten started again, so when we got to the evening he was very tired, and then he was a bit naggy about the pacifier. But as I said, we don't have it anymore. You have given it to the baby birds, remember? Oh yeah, well, but I love my pacifier, Mom. And I like, yeah, I know, but it's gone. So yeah, he had been talking about it, asking for it like 1 time every day for 3 or 4 days, and now he's not asking at all. So yeah, as I said, I'm very shocked how well it's been going, since he really loved it. So I was afraid it would be a bigger struggle to get it away than what it had been. So yeah, so that's that. And yeah, the last life story is that my little baby girl, who is 8.5 months, is starting in kindergarten today. So we're going down there 12:30 is in 2 hours. She's asleep at the moment, so yeah, she's having her first day today. And on the one side, I'm very happy for it, because she is starting to get a bit bored at home, and I really think she will enjoy having other kids to play with. She loves other kids, and yeah, it will be good for her. On the other side, it's so sad that she's starting kindergarten, and I have been working in kindergarten myself, and I really think that 8.5 months is so small. So the good thing is that I have, well, good and good, but in this situation, the good thing is that I haven't got any job yet. So it will be short days now at the beginning. So yeah, she will be there for about 3 to 4 hours, and then I will get her home. And as soon as she is comfortable with being in kindergarten every day, she will have some days home with me. So we're going to take it really slow. So yeah, that was my life story for this time. I see that we are already 10 minutes into the podcast, so it's time to move on. So yeah, let's see, where will I begin? I will begin with my finished projects, I think. Yeah. Ooh. There's one finished project that I can show you guys, and that's a pair of socks that I have knitted. I can show you the yarn, because that I still have the yarn. It's knitted in this yarn. It's oh my god. It's Regia, and it's design line by Arne and Carlos. And it's really nice, and it's so soft. I love this yarn. So definitely going to buy more of this yarn. Reason that I can't show you the socks is that I finished them while I was on my parents' cabin, and my mom got the socks. But I will post a picture at the end of my podcast, because I have still not figured out how to put a picture into my podcast while I talk. So therefore it's coming at the end. So yeah. And the first thing I am going to brag about is I have made myself a knitting bag, and I'm so pleased. I love the fabric. It's knitting sheeps. It's so cool, and it's the same on the inside as on the outside. My mind's really not working with me, so yeah. And I'm so pleased with how it turned out and how easy it was. I've been planning on making myself some knitting bags for quite some time, and every time I have been like, okay, let's do it, I've been, no, it's so much work, and yeah, not sure if I can manage it and stuff like that. And one day I just sat down and was like, okay, why didn't I just do this? It was so easy. And of course the edge could be much nicer and stuff like that, but it's just for myself, so I don't care. And I didn't want to make a real zipper, because I'm not that good with zippers yet, so I just made it with a band that I can snare it down. So yeah, really love it, and as I said, I love the fabric. It's so cool. It's bought on Etsy. I don't remember from who I bought it, but I can look it up. So next thing I'm going to show you is the shawl that I have been knitting on. I really, really, really love it. It's knitted in lace from Drops, and it's just so soft and tender, and I really love lace. It's so nice to knit with, and yeah, it's very nice to wear next to the skin. It's not itchy at all, and it's just very, very, very nice. So yeah, if I'm doing it a little. So I really love it. The only thing I don't love with this one is the edging. That was a bit pain in the ass. Oh, sorry, my language. Because this ending is knitted on it. I bind off the shawl first, and then I cast on 8, masked on a needle, and then I was going to knit this edge while I was knitting it into the shawl. So left side was no struggle at all. Right side, I think I needed 4 attempts before I ever got it finished. Because the problem was, let's see if I can find it. The problem was that it is going to be knitted down this side, but I knitted it this way. This is the neck. So, and I did the same mistake 3 or 4 times before I nailed it. So, yeah. Okay, moving on. Feeling like this is going to be a very messy podcast. It's been too long since I've done this, so need some new practice, it seems. So I needed a blanket for Iselin, and this is knitted in Viking. It's very thick yarn, and this is going to go down to the kindergarten with her. So yeah, it's really nice. It was very small when it was done knitting it, but while it was wet I just hang it double over a band, so that when it didn't dry flat I'd actually hang it up so that it would stretch, and it did. So yeah, it turned out very nice after all. I was a bit unsure, but yeah. So this is a jacket in cotton for Iselin. Was meant to be used now in the summer, but yeah, I haven't managed to get all the buttons on yet. Plan was to have these buttons like this, and it was very easy to get it attached on one of the side. The other side it wouldn't attach at all, so I need to figure out something else. Probably I need someone that I can sew on, not that the one that I'm using a hammer on. Yeah, but this is the jacket. It's knitted by my mother, and it's really nice. So it's a bit sad that I haven't been able to use it, but it's kind of thick, so even though it's cotton, I'm pretty sure if I just get the buttons on that I can use it for quite some time in the car and stuff. It's not that cold outside yet, so I think it will be usable. I just really need to sort out the buttons and get it done. So yeah, this next project is not done. It's very soon done. I just need to make the borders in front, is the jacket for Iselin. It's size 2 years, so this will be for the next winter. And I really love it. It's so nice. All the blue that you see here was supposed to be white, but I didn't have white, so therefore I picked up blue instead, and I really feel that it's so much nicer with the blue one than it would be with if I have gotten white. I'm not sure, but yeah, it really turned out nice anyway. So yeah, and this is so much pink, there's no problem for me to use a little bit of the blue, even if it's for a girl. So yeah, I really love it. So I need to knit a pant for it as well. So over to my stashing. We'll take the stashing first, yeah. So I've been on vacation at my mom and dad's cabin. We went into Hønefoss, which is, yeah, about 30 minutes outside of Vikersund. And of course I found a yarn shop. And they had a lot of drops yarn, and I really love Fabel for socks knitting. So I found this one, which is dark burgundy. No, it's a bit, I don't know what color it is. I would say like dark purple, a little pink, yeah. And I really like it. I feel it was so nice. So yeah, it's color 822. So yeah, it's going to be a sock probably for myself, and this color, still Fabel. And I really like the combination with the green, the pink and the yellow, and yeah. So yeah, more socks. I don't have any socks on the needles at the moment, so I really need to get some on my needles. Since Iselin is starting in kindergarten, she really needs some socks now in the fall. So yeah, the next one that I have on my needles. No, sorry. We're on the stashing, not the project. So sorry. So okay. Next yarn I have bought is this one. And this one I really love. I just love that there's black in it against the purple and some grey, and yeah, it's just very nice. Also bought on Etsy, and it's sock yarn color peppy pink. Let's see, I can take off the label, and it's wool silk lace, hand-dyed yarn and fleece. This one is 70% superwash merino wool, 30% polyamide, and there's 420 meters, 100 gram. So yeah, the label is looking like this. So as I said, I really love it. So I just need to make it into a skein. Perhaps I will do that later today. We'll see. Next one, oh, the next one is from My Flower, and is rainbow color sock yarn. This one is going to be so nice. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to use it for socks or if I'm going to make some long mittens or something where I use grey as the basic color with this one in it. Haven't decided yet. We'll see. I have a lot of sock yarn now, so it might be that I use it for mittens. I'm not sure yet. And of course, as I said, I really love the lace yarn. So from Drops, so I had to buy another one. This one is like, oh, sorry. Sorry about that. This one is light purple, almost a little pinkish. It's going to be a shawl, probably for myself. Haven't found which shawl yet, but yeah, that's the plan. So we'll just see how it turns out. So yeah. So, moving on. I'm knitting this one for Iselin. Size 1 year. It's from Dale. And it's a free pattern. Dale Baby Alpint. And I was thinking about what I have for Iselin this winter, and I found out that we need one more set of wool. Cause the only thing that I could figure out that we have was the one-piece dress that I made for her in purple, and the sweater with the Bambis on that my mom made for her, which doesn't have any pants. And I have one-piece dress as well that is going to be in the kindergarten. And that means that I have only one piece and one sweater for her at home. So I figured out that's way too little, we need more. And the other day when I was starting to find stuff that she was going to have with her to the kindergarten today, I suddenly found out that I have this dress from Lily Lam in 100% wool that she is going to use this winter, and I have some wool from Name It as well, so suddenly we have more than enough. But anyway, I'm going to finish this off because it's turning out so nice. If you see on the pattern here, it's the gray is going over into the colored one before there's this black background, and my sweater is not looking like that, since at that point you need to knit with 4 colors at one time, and I didn't manage to do that. And I managed to knit with it, but I couldn't stretch the sweater at all. It was so tight. So yeah, no, I just figured out that that wasn't going to happen. If you see here there's like this border which have the light gray in it before it's going over to the white. So I have skipped that part, as I said, so we're going straight over to the color. But I really don't feel that it matters. When I was knitting it, it felt a little hard with this, when it's just so sudden over to the colored one. But when I see it now, I don't feel that it matters at all, and you're going to get the arms on as well. So yeah, really think it's turning out just nice. So I need to get it done soon, I feel. So it's knitted in Dollar Baby. So it's in these two, pink color and then the dark gray. The pant is going to be dark gray as well. So yeah. And it's turning out so nice. The only thing I don't like with it is that I have to knit it on needles 2 millimeters. So, but it goes a lot faster than what I was thinking it was going to be, since it's so small needles. So yeah, all of this I think I used perhaps 2 or 3 days on the cabin at my mom's place to knit all of this. So yeah, I managed. So hopefully it will be done soon as well. It's just that I have another knitting project. I am knitting a blanket for a local yarn shop here in Mjøndalen. So it's going to be finished by the end of August. So everything else is put a little bit on hold so that I can finish it, since it's a job for someone else. It's the Bella blanket and it's so nice. I have wanted to knit this for Iselin as well, but yeah, we'll see if I'm bothered to make a second one. It's easy pattern and it goes very fast, so it might be that I'm knitting one more. This one is knitted in thin alpaca from the Store Alpaca. So yeah, of course the store is responsible for all the yarn that I need, and I get paid for the work that I do as well. So yeah, very nice. Yeah, well, I was almost going to say that I'm finished, but I need to show you what I have bought. This is my latest thing. I have bought this one. Not sure if everyone knows what it is, but it's a English knit. It's so nice to make bands. So yeah, I have made one here, and it's making this I-cord band in few minutes. It's so nice, and yeah, no longer afraid of knitting anything that needs bands now that I got this one. So it's very nice, and it saves me a whole lot of job, and I'm just loving it. So yeah, I have one friend, my cousin, I have talked about her before, Birgitte by Billa podcast. She really wants one too, so we'll see. Perhaps there is some Santa Claus or something coming for a visit in December. So we'll see. So, but now I think I'm finished. I don't think I have anything else to show you guys, no? No. So I see that this podcast is on almost 35 minutes. So I think that's my longest one so far. And I'm really sorry if there's a lot of babbling and a messy podcast. Yeah, I will be better for next time, I promise. So hopefully there will not be this long until the next podcast. I'm not sure if I'm going to podcast once a week. I need to see how much I get done in 1 week, and yeah. It might be that I'm starting to podcast every second week. We'll see. And yeah. So that's it for today. So until the next time I see you guys, I hope you have a crafty weekend or weekends, and yeah, happy crafting, and I'll see you in about 1 to 2 weeks, I think. So until next time, bye.